I remember my grandfather. He wasn't rich. He didn't own luxury cars. He didn't travel the world. He didn't post success quotes online. But he slept peacefully every night. Something many of us today can't say. He never talked like a finance guru. He didn't know about crypto. He didn't care about fancy investments. He didn't chase trends. But somehow, he always had enough. Enough to live. Enough to support. Enough to smile. And that always made me wonder, what did he understand that so many of us don't? Let me tell you his story. Every month, my grandfather would sit at an old wooden table. Same teacup, same table, same quiet routine. He would place his salary in front of him, not as numbers in an app, but as reality in his hands. He didn't rush. He didn't panic. He respected every single note. One envelope for food, one for bills, one for savings, and one simply labeled just in case. No apps, no spreadsheets, no complicated systems, just discipline and intention. He used to look at me and smile. If you respect money, money will respect you back. And honestly, I never understood it back then, until one day, life tested him. Work slowed down. Income stopped for a while. People around were panicking, borrowing money, living in fear. But him? Calm, quiet, steady. He opened that just-in-case envelope, like opening a shield. No anxiety, no loans, no begging, no sleepless nights. That day I finally understood. Emergency money is not about being rich. It is about dignity. It is about breathing when everyone else is drowning. It is about peace. But that wasn't the only lesson. When I was younger, I wanted the world. Expensive things, shiny objects, everything people chase today. One day, I excitedly showed him a luxury car I wanted. Eyes full of excitement, heart full of impulse. He looked at it, then looked at me. He didn't shout. He didn't laugh. He just said something soft. If you buy things you don't need, soon you will sell things you do. And then he added, a thing that gives you debt doesn't give you happiness. It only gives you noise in your mind. He didn't hate good things. He simply hated unnecessary pressure. He believed money should give peace, not anxiety. And he lived that way. He never tried to prove anything. He never competed with anyone. He never tried to look successful. He just quietly built stability. Another thing about him, he believed in skills, not showing off, not clout, not attention. Skills. He could fix things, repair things, find solutions. He learned, he practiced, he observed. He always said, if you become valuable, you will never worry about money. And he didn't mean big education only. He meant being useful, being capable, being someone people can rely on. And I watched life reward him for it. People trusted him. Opportunities came. Respect followed. Not because he was loud, but because he was reliable. And then there was the tree story. One afternoon, he planted a small tree in the backyard. It looked weak, small, almost insignificant. Every week, he watered it, without missing, without complaining, without expecting instant results. Weeks passed. Nothing. Months passed. Still nothing impressive. But he never stopped. Years later, that small plant became a strong tree, providing shade, providing comfort, providing calm. He pointed at it and said, "That's how money works, if you are patient. No magic, no shortcuts, just slow, steady, consistent effort. In a world where everyone wants fast money, overnight success, instant results, he believed in time, and time never disappointed him. He wasn't perfect. He didn't always win. Life wasn't always kind. But he built something stronger than wealth. He built peace. He didn't argue with life. He didn't complain about his past. He didn't compare himself to others. He woke up, worked, saved, protected, and loved. Simple, honest, strong. And today, when I look at the world, I finally understand something. People today earn more, but feel poorer. People have more comfort, but less peace. More luxury, but more emptiness. Maybe the problem is not money. Maybe the problem is how we think about money. My grandfather showed me money is not for showing off. Money is not for making others jealous. Money is not for ego. Money is for stability, for safety, for protection, for sleeping peacefully at night. He wasn't the richest man I knew, but he was the most peaceful man I ever saw. And today, I truly believe, in this loud world, full of noise, pressure, and comparison, maybe what we truly need is an old man's silence and his wisdom. If you believe old wisdom still matters, stay with this channel. No hype, no noise,